wants to be. It doesn't have to be. He's there because, and a lot of guys didn't want to play that, and I can understand, and he's just, you can see him watching, and it's funny because that everyone, there was an article in the New York Times criticising, say, playing Joe was like, he's so angry, he's a patriarch, he's this nasty, and I always thought of that moment of alibi of like, you know what, this old man has given 3 sons to his country, and he's just, I'm not saying it's right, but he's given 3 sons to his country, and he said, you know what, enough. I don't care, right or wrong, I'm not going to give another one. Yeah. And as a father, you can understand that, right or wrong, and so I find it interesting when people just go, nasty, patriarchal, dominating. No, there's a lot more than that.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Yes, right here.
It's just a great performance, Oscar
Thank
worthy.
you.
I saw this one scene with Mary Jo, and I said, hope I'm not getting ahead of myself, and he should do the Paul Newman story someday.
And he's $17 million watch.
The scene with Joe.
Yeah.
And you talk about the brothers being great.
Yeah.
How do you define great? Because it was just a great performance.
He's going on and on about how great you are here,
And I appreciate that.
and Oscar worthy, and he just wants to know how you define great.
Well, I mean, it's funny because, I loved in Ted's book when he talked, because he wrote an autobiography before he died, True Compass. And the early chapters where he talks about the greatest gift he could get in a day was his father walking past saying, I'm going riding in the cranberry patches in 5 minutes. If you want to come with me, be ready. And that opportunity to spend, half an hour with his father was Ted's everything. And I felt that for all the boys in the books that are, that are written with Jack and with Bobby, that the immense respect they had for their father and the talks at the tables. And I love reading about how Jack did a tour of Europe before World War II. He went to Russia, he went to Poland. Oh, wow. The family struck me as really priding themselves on encouragement and discussion and openness and disagreeing but backing it up. And so that's how I kind of look at that moment of not just meanness, but, as a way of challenging him. At that point, Joe knows he's going to die soon, and this man is not just carrying the family legacy, which is the easy way of looking at the family, with Kenny name and blah, 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 but the 14 children, 11 of Bobby's, 2 of Jack's, and 1 of his own at that point. And I think that in the narrative of how we kick about the Kennedys, the human family side is forgotten. And that's where I saw that greatness, and I also saw that as Ted reaching out for his brothers, maybe that scene where I go down and fly the kite, I wanted a jumper that I thought people would maybe hopefully think that was Jack's or that was Bobby's jumper that he just kept, and I just need to go and put that on, even though it's summer, even though the sun's shining, I'm down there flying a kite in a jumper, just little things that kind of hopefully, sink in. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's great. Yeah, it's right there.
Hi. First of all, fantastic performance.
Thank you.
When I first heard the word Chappaquiddick and that it was a movie immediately in this politicized climate, I just thought, hatchet job, another big movie, no interest. So the fact that I'm sitting here is just a testament to what a great PR job you guys have done.
Well, maybe it's a testament to your inquisitiveness.
Yeah, she just mentioned, if you couldn't hear that, Chappaquiddick, when she first heard it, she thought, what a hatchet job.
I think a lot of people are wrestling with that. There's a great article written by Owen Glickman in Variety, like literally today. Please read it. You'll enjoy it.
In any case, so just the fact that, the filmmakers and PR people have done a good job of explaining that this movie is not a hatchet job, but that it's really, it rises above the politics and everyone will enjoy it, they've done a great job, and I hope that a lot of people will come and see it. So thank you for that. And then also, I just wanted to say, does anybody actually know how Ted Kennedy did get out of the car?
Does anybody know how Ted Kennedy did get out of the car?
No, there were 2 windows that were broken when they pulled the car out. I got out by the driver's side window. I would doubt. You know, I went in, even when we were setting up for the stunt, I went in a bunch of times during the day, and we practiced with different windows open. You know, because there had to be at least one, I would say it would have been 10, is my guess, that was open for the water to come in. Otherwise it would have floated, it would have been, you know, there would have been but once you go down, you cannot open a door. Once there's water kind of around you, it was impossible even for me to try and get out the other door, and it's a very tight window. I mean, even, you know, because we had an Oldsmobile, and you know, even if the buttons, you know, the locks open, you know, your shirt gets caught on it, it gets pretty scary when you're running over air. Yeah.
Right up there, yes, right in the center.
Jason, your intense interest in that stream of American history and all the research you've done really plays through in the nuances in your performance. When did you first start getting interested in that whole Kennedy era?
I did it. One of my first jobs in America was Brotherhood on Showtime, where I played a. Somebody wrote, "Oh, look, there isn't." Where I played a Democratic politician who eventually rose to be Speaker of the House, and I got to know a lot of the guys over there. Bill, who was the Speaker of the House, and you know, I always liked the world I was in, and that's where I started going, you know, enjoying that. And, you know, I was there, and when Bill took me, I remember, to see young Barack Obama when he was trying to do a little tour before he decided he was going to run for the nomination. And at that point, Rhode Island was a very, Hillary Clinton state. And he said, let's just go and check out this young man from Chicago. So we got to say, there was like 17 people that was in the room with some cheap wine and bad cheese. So, you know, it just kind of kept going. And truly, to do the research on this, particularly Joe Kennedy, there's a book called The Patriarch. It's just great reading. It's great material. You know, beyond the Camelot and all the other stuff, it's fascinating. I mean, it is an American 20th century. It is world 20th century. You know, it's what shaped us.
Had you ever met Ted Kennedy?
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, I met him in a boat race very quickly. In Hyannisport, just very quickly. We were sailing one year, and somebody said, would you like to meet the senator? And I said, well, yes, I'd love to. And he had a beautiful boat, and we shook hands, and that was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
Sure that.
No, I had no idea.
Other questions? Yes, right up there. What?
Yeah, the back row.
Okay, I can't see you up there because it is so pitch black, but go. Talk.
No. I heard that somebody in the office got a note from maybe Ethel's side of the family that, you know, was just, please remember these are real people. And we appreciate it. It's always a good reminder, you know, that they are real people. I was at the Chappaquiddick watched it recently, and there's stuff you can read about what they think about it out there as well. Which is, they really enjoyed it. I'm grateful.
Yes.
And then,
Yeah.
What was the most difficult scene for you to film?
Most difficult scene?
yeah, it was the scene in the police station, the 3 phone calls. That was one day in a small room with smoke and 3 insanely contrasting phone calls that John just punished me. I mean, you know, because I think, you know, Ted at that point has a lot of conflicting emotions and a different relationship to even grief. You know, and so then when he's, you know, halfway through thanking Mrs. Chappaquiddick and for grace, I mean, the things, you know, from his own brother's funeral and then death and you know, both of them, sorry. But so I think John just really wanted to shove it around and send me into the mental asylum, and he did. And at the end of a very long day, when he had me, you know, beaten up, he said, we're coming back tomorrow morning. I think I started crying. That was the most difficult one, yes. This lady does.
This is wonderful, so thank you. I wanted to ask, this is a little similar to the moderator's question perhaps, but I know he asked you if you had theories about what had happened, but I'm wondering, at a kind of a different narrative, as an actor, you know, in order to commit to what your portrayal of it is and what your version of it was, did you kind of then come up with whatever theory or whatever narrative you were going to stick with in the performance?
That's an interesting question from the point of view of an actor, she's asking, as opposed to maybe fact or different things. How you approached it and playing the truth as you saw it in playing this role?
Okay, two things. Before I committed to doing it, I did have to check as much of the facts that I could before I say, you know what, I'll sign off on doing these things. And there's a number of books out there, there's a number of, you can read The Inquest. And we didn't stray from that. You know, we didn't make anything out with you know, a printed dialogue of scenes, but the key moments are not. You know, we didn't go into the whole Mary Jo, what happened and stuff, because it was irrelevant, I think. And then in terms of narrative, in terms of, it was more like how conscious or not Ted is of what he's doing. And I always found it interesting when after I jumped in the water that night in April, I then walked back. I mean, I dried myself. You know, I didn't dry clothes, I was going to freeze. I walked back from the bridge to roughly where the house was, and it's you know, it's an hour. You know, and so you can feel time and what that does. And you understand this. I mean, you can't drown yourself. You always try and come up for air. You know, you will try. The body is going to try and survive. The mind is going to try and justify. And so it was just a matter of sticking to. John always just play the moment for what it was. Like always, just I mean, he was just a tyrant for that. Don't judge the character. Don't plan any other than what you need. Just stay in the moment, and it will cumulatively build, and it did.
Okay, one or two more before we have to go. Yes, sir.
Hey, thanks for being here, and again, I'd like to echo everyone's praise for your performance.
Cheers.
You had a lot of really good scenes with Ed Helms and Jim Gaffigan, who are typically known for more comedic roles. I wanted to know, in such a heavy movie, what was it like working with them, and did they bring any levity to the set?
He's asking about, and I thought they were both great, particularly Ed Helms, who we've seen in so many comedies, and Jim Gaffigan as a comedian. He's saying they're known for comedy, and so what was it like working with them?
Right, really, really good. I mean, you know, the election was on when we were shooting, so there was a lot of repartee and and laughter and and that in the show. I mean, look, anytime the most important thing is if you've done your work when you come to a shoot. If you haven't done it, you're in trouble. If you've done it, great. What you need is energy when it comes time to action, and having a laugh is always between takes is always a great way of just keeping. Just letting it go and then coming back into it, with a freshness and an energy, and they were great for that. There's also, the other thing is, there's a slight absurdity to a lot of this. I mean, it comes back to the house and there it is. These are the guys that dealt with the Cuban Missile Crisis. These are the guys that dealt with and you go, wow, and Markham, he's out sailing a boat, banged his knee, wakes up with a hangover, and he's still, in the middle of it. It's almost unbelievable, this story, which is, why it's amazing material that has never been made in a movie.
It is amazing, and I thought they were very great with the screenwriters and the director to go for that dark comedy of that cabal, that Kennedy, group, and it is, you laugh. I mean, you go like, whoa, this is absurd. You do, but you do laugh, it's there.
Yeah.
And it's all part of that, yes?
There were some quick flashbacks of where they were implying that perhaps he did have an affair with her. What does the family think of that, and do you think that he did have an affair with her?
Okay, she's asking about, do you think that there was an affair going on, and seems to indicate, I didn't see that in the movie, but yeah.
I don't, that never really, it doesn't really interest me, kind of, in terms of what is at the heart of this movie, I mean, you could say in a modern world, would a politician survive if he was in a car with a woman when his wife is at home with a baby, with a child? There's lots of ways to look at it, but like, it's not for me to kind of do that. There was never the intention of going anywhere near that. When you see that photo of the real Bobby and the real Mary Jo at the end of the movie, you realise what passionate, driven, committed, smart, intelligent people. That was the great Liberal campaign. It was going to end the war. It was going to change politics. He was young. He was committed. He'd been on a journey from a right-wing McCarthyite to the great Liberal, and Mary Jo and all the women that worked were believers. True believers. And he realised that not long after that photo, they were both dead. And Ted, she's connective tissue to his brother that he did mourn so honestly and real. And you go, This is a tragedy of epic proportions. This is King Lear. So I think within that, it's not my business, and I don't think it actually says anything about it. I don't think the film implies that. You can say that these two people, they come together after Great Loss, and we're spending it, out talking on it. But if you want to go down that road, go down the road. If you don't want to go down the road, don't go down the road. But it's not what the film is about. That makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. We have another show coming in here, so we have to say goodbye. But thank you for coming in, and thank you, Jason Clarke.
Thank you very much.